Hi guys, so here we are. I know it's been a very long time since I've made another YouTube video, but we're making one. So I finally stopped being lazy and thought it's time to make another video about MeetMe, because obviously a lot of you guys know me from MeetMe. That's my main platform. A lot of you guys have seen my other MeetMe video, so now I'm making essentially I'll call it like a step 0 kinda, because the first video was for I made it in mind for people who already have been streaming a bit and kind of were to take it to the next step, so kind of like from step 1 to step 2, excuse me. But I haven't made any sort of video from like essentially like you're just starting on the app, like it's your first week and you have no idea what's going on, which is what happens for a lot of people. So really quickly before I start though, I just want you guys to take a freaking look at my Christmas tree and how adorable it is, because we're not gonna just ignore this adorable ass tree and my lit ass shiny ass background and my painting, my Santa Claus, and I gotta lift this up a little. Boop. There's a sled and like a little hat thingy. We had to recognize that we have to address the Christmas tree in the room. So yeah, I wrote down like a lot of questions that you guys ask, and we're just gonna go into them and see how we do. So firstly is obviously how to go live, which is, you know, as someone who's been streaming like 2.5 years, I forget that that's kind of like a question people have. So even how to go live. So specifically on MeetMe, so I guess I should clear it away. Firstly, I'm talking about how to go live on MeetMe. Anytime I say MeetMe, I'm also referring to the app Skout, and I'm also referring to PlentyOfFish, because they're all kind of connected to each other. I could go into that a bit, but essentially, so there's this company, they're called the Meet Group, and they own a couple different apps. So they own the app MeetMe, they own the app Skout, and they own the app PlentyOfFish. And they merged all of the apps with each other. So you could be on MeetMe, but watch someone on Skout, or watch someone on PlentyOfFish, and vice versa. So they're all merged. So when you're on any of the platforms, you'll hear people mentioning the other apps, which obviously if you're just starting out can be really kind of confusing. But you might also hear people mention Tagged. Tagged is just like all the other apps, except it's separate. So that you can't be on Tagged and watch people on other apps. It's the same thing, it's just its own separate app. Then there's also an app called, and there's a lot of different pronunciations. I don't know if it's Lavu, Lavo, or I really don't know how it's pronounced. I've heard people say all different things. But essentially, it's kind of the app, but based in Germany or based in Europe. So obviously, if you don't know that many European languages, probably be a bit, and specifically German. A lot of people don't stream there because I don't know German. But that's like the German version of like MeetMe. And then there's recently they just added Growler Live, which is essentially like a gay dating app. I love when I do that. It's funny. But it's a gay dating app, and they just added live streaming to that. So essentially it's, you know, for gay males to live stream and meet each other. Or I guess not specifically males, but anyways, that's what that's for. So they have a lot of different apps. But the only apps that are actually combined is MeetMe, PlentyOfFish, and Skout. So again, I'm going to be saying MeetMe because that's personally what I'm on and where I'm a top edge through. But anytime you hear MeetMe, you can also think Skout or PlentyOfFish, because they're all the same thing at the end of the day. So firstly, how to go live. Essentially, when you're on like the home page of the app and you're seeing all the streamers and you're scrolling through, seeing, you know, where to stream, there's gonna be a big red button that says go live. You can click that. There'll be a pop-up window like with like kind of like some basic rules, and you click like I agree, and then you can set a stream description, so you can describe what you're gonna do. So like maybe you're baking, you could put like baking cookies and just put that in. Boom. Personally, for starting streamers, I recommend putting goals Or you could put like, I'm new to the app, come say hi, or let's talk about video games, or you know, like your passion. Or you could put a question so when people join they can answer your question, like, what's your favorite video game? Boom, now people when they hop in they have something to say and they're like, oh, let's, and they're already interested. It's like a, essentially it's like almost like a catchphrase you want to say, so to kind of get people's attention so they can hop in. And so that's what I recommend. And a lot of people want to go live but they feel like shy or like nervous to go live. And a lot of people when they see streams, they see usually top badges like me and the comments are going crazy and there's a lot going on. When you first start off as that, unless you're really, really lucky, your stream is not gonna be like that. It's probably actually gonna be really, really dead. And that's because people don't know you yet. You know, they're not hopping in yet. You haven't established yourself as a streamer yet. I mean, unless you have like some sort of major following somewhere else and then you get them onto MeetMe, but that's not most of us, let's be honest. So when you first stream, it's gonna actually be really, really quiet. You're really gonna be the only one talking. And a really major question, not a really major, a really common question that people ask is they ask like about the views. So a lot of people get nervous when they see the view count go up and up and up and up into like the hundreds, 200s. Right now, at least, specifically on MeetMe, the way the views are displayed is it's the overall views. It's kind of like YouTube. Like when you watch a video on YouTube, that's all the views that video has ever had. It doesn't show how many people are actually like sitting there currently watching it. Unfortunately, MeetMe doesn't actually display like a live view count. It just displays your overall view count. So when you see like 20, 30, that doesn't mean that there's 20, 30 people sitting there watching you. Now there can be, but most likely there's not. There could be 0 people, and that's just how many people have hopped in. So don't let that number bother you. Don't even focus on that number. It's not important at all. You need to focus on the conversations that you're having and your content. That's the most important thing. Honestly, just sitting there and just continuing to talk. Like right now, I'm literally sitting crisscross applesauce on my bed talking to my phone. I have no audience whatsoever right now. There is nobody in this room except my bird, which all that squeaking, that's my bird talking to me. It's a one-way direction, pal. I'm trying to make a YouTube video. You're distracting me. Damn bird. I love him, but he always wants to literally chirp up when I'm doing something or recording something. Like every time, he'll be quiet the whole day, but the second I'm making any type of video, he's like, no, 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 and just wants to chat. And I'm just like, boy. Anyway, so, shoot, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, but just sit there and talk. You know, even if you're sitting there talking to yourself, that's okay. It's better to sit there and talk to yourself, because when people join, they don't see the comments that were beforehand. They just see you. So they don't know if you're talking, they don't know if you're talking to yourself or if you're talking to someone, but give them something to interact with. So it's better to hop in and have someone just sitting there essentially talking to themselves, talking about really whatever, than to hop in and see someone like, I actually even just took the time to respond to a text. Opportunistic. But like, and that's what a lot of people will do when they first start, because it will be completely dead and you will get, I bet just now that you got bored. Like you might have even left the YouTube video. I know you just got dead bored. And I mean, that was like what? 40 seconds? It wasn't even a minute. That wasn't even a minute, you guys. And that's just, that's actually partly why streaming is so difficult, because people have such short attention spans. You really have to be interesting, like literally every second of your video. Like you really can't just take the time to like not be interesting, which honestly is like really difficult. But that's why when you're first starting out, I actually don't recommend that you do super long streams and that you try to grind for viewers. I recommend like an hour, hour and a half. Basically until your own attention span starts to like wane away. Because again, you don't want to sit there, you don't want to be boring. You want people to be super interested, super high engaged, because you're super interested and you're super high engaged. Because if you don't show your audience that you care about your own stream, then they're not going to care about your stream. You know, like if you don't care, random people aren't over the internet aren't going to care, you know? Okay, so I've covered a couple different topics. Obviously, I'm probably going to have to make this like a series. It's just honestly what I probably should have done from the get-go, because obviously these videos help you guys out a lot. You guys have told me that these help you out a lot. So I'm glad. Ultimately, YouTube isn't my forte. I don't plan on it being my forte, but it's nice that you guys can, you know, obviously watch this whenever you want. So I do have another video, and I'm gonna be making more because I have a whole list of topics to cover. I don't have time in this video to cover them, so there will be more, and I'm gonna try my best to actually not be a lazy butt like actually post regularly. So I do want to thank you for taking the time to watch this through, and I want to actually say a personal thank you to all the people that have seen my other video and that have like come into my stream to like personally thank me. Like I've had honestly a good probably about 100 people since I've made that video, and I made that video months and months ago. Probably about 100 people. I probably get like at least 1 to 3 a week. People I've like never even seen in my life. They'll hop into my stream and be like, Abby, I saw your YouTube video, like thanks so much. Which like obviously it's like first of all not even expected, and second of all it's above and beyond. And obviously there's probably even more people that have seen it and that haven't like personally thanked me, but like thank you guys that have done that, because that really, like, I don't think you guys realize like how sweet that is of you guys, and it means a lot to me. And I know I kind of say that, I'm like, oh, like thank you, and I get like all happy, but like it really does make me happy. And again, you guys just are really going out of your way to like say a personal thank you, and I really do appreciate that. So definitely you guys are more than welcome to hop into my stream, hang out, ask questions. I welcome it. Doors open. But yeah, thank you guys so much for all that you do. I really do appreciate you guys. And I also feel like we should have addressed this. I'm gonna see this and be like, why did I stream with that on my face? So I'll just take that off. I just got done live streaming on MeetMe actually. I'm just gonna throw this down here. But yeah, I gotta cut my bow. My bow is cute. This is a cute bow. But yeah, so again, thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you want to find me on MeetMe, just search my name, just search Ebby. I pop right up. And fun fact, actually, if you Google my name, if you Google Ebby Lynn, all of my social media will pop up. So including my MeetMe will pop up. My YouTube channel, which, I mean, you're already here, but it does pop up. My merch page, my Instagram, I don't even know what else I have. All of my stuff will pop up. So go ahead, give me a Google search. But yeah, again, just thanks so much for hopping in and hanging out. I appreciate y'all. And happy holidays. Since it's like 2 days before Christmas, and there's a lot of other holidays at this time of year. Oh goodness, I smacked you. I'm sorry, tree. So yeah, I'll see you guys. Thank you guys so much for all the support and love. I can't thank you enough, so bye.